My name's Adam.
Hey, I'm Mayor Suarez.
I'm Nick Spanos.
My name is Alex from Celsius.
Hi, my name is Jörg Moll.
This is Jeremy Gardner from Awesome Ventures.
Hey, I'm Pete. I'm from Kudo, and I'm here watching Bits and Tokens.
And so should you.
All right.
Hey guys,
Live.
thanks for tuning in to this live stream of Bits and Tokens. I'm Annalise as usual. This is Tim,
AKA the Bitcoin Weatherman.
the Bitcoin Weatherman. How have you guys all been doing today? I hope the day has been good to you. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Philly side. We've been gone, as you guys have seen. But
The Philly side.
The Philly side of life. We've been gone, as you guys have seen, but we're glad to be back. It's been a long week. Long week.
Certainly
But
has.
we're readjusting now. Yeah, but we've been
Readjusting very slowly.
Adjusting very slowly. I don't know. Sometimes something about traveling just wears me out sometimes, and it just takes me a few days to like just recoup. But we're good now. We're good now. Yeah, so we went out to Convention, guys. In case you guys haven't heard of that conference, it's a conference out in Philly. Basically, it's where a lot of influencers and big people in the crypto space kind of come together. We were running interviews for most of the day, but it was very informative, really entertaining. Got to meet a lot of people. People like BitBoy, Crypto Wendio, Bitcoin Ben. Who was that guy that had that pink suit on? He was like super out there. His name was really funny. I remember because you're like, this guy's name is like XYZ. It's like something baby.
Something baby.
Yeah, the guy, he had the pink suit. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
A pink suit?
Yeah.
So Samson
Yes.
Williams
Yes.
had a pink suit.
Yes. You said you liked...
Tom also
Not
had
Tom.
a
It
pink
wasn't
suit?
Tom. Tom was there too.
Yeah, it was like a pink blue. Well, I think they both had like
They
pink
had like
blazers
pink
on.
jackets, like blazers, but you said his like, I guess his stage name or whatever you call it was like something baby. You're like, oh, it's so funny.
I think we're thinking about two different people then.
Maybe it was. You were all over the place, but
Listen,
you were all over the
that's
place.
neither here nor there. Okay?
You're all over the place, guys. Vlog coming soon. Philadelphia 2019 vlog
Yo.
coming soon of this guy.
Annalise, mind your business coming soon. How about that? Okay?
Anyways.
Just let me live.
So it was really fun. We also bought this book, if you guys see up here. Super cool book. Blockchain for Everyone.
Definitely.
So the guy
recommend
who
reading.
wrote this, it's a super easy read, nothing crazy. It has anything from charts to, I guess, just examples and layouts of things, that's honestly how I prefer to read books. I'm not going to lie, I'm not a child, but it's
Not a
well,
child,
no,
but-
because look at this.
Look at the pictures.
Look at the pictures. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, okay.
I think the real takeaway of it is like, regardless of your skill level, it's a good book.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
It is. It really is. It's pretty thick. Like it's not a small book. It's not, I'm gonna read this in 2 days. I mean, you could if you really wanted to, but it's pretty thick. It has like 300 some odd pages. So it's a really good read, honestly. And this is what got me. Sir.
Yeah, he's a sir.
Sir, he's a sir.
He's a sir.
It was funny because Bitcoin Van, he had interviewed him, but he's like, oh, if your name has a sir in it, then you've earned it. And that may be true, just, based off this right here. But it's really cool. Really easy read, honestly. It's really nice. Really nice book. I do recommend for you guys to get one. I think the coolest thing about this is he was selling them for $30, right? But if you bought one there, you got $25 worth of dye back. So it was like it was like $5 for the book. So I was like, oh, like, why would I not buy this? So, we got it. Where can you find this? I'm assuming on his website or something. I mean, just look at the book Blockchain for Everyone.
Let's look it up.
And I'm sure it would come up somewhere where you can get it. Yeah, it comes up as soon as you Google it. Google
Amazon
the book.
has it.
Yeah, I figured.
I want to say the deal as far as like the 25 die was probably just like for us or whatever. Oh, and also the hardcover is sick. Well, not for us, but like for the people at the conference. I don't know if is that a thing that he does?
Oh no, that's not. Well, it was a conference thing. It wasn't for everyone. You're not gonna get $25 worth of dye probably if you buy the book, but it was worth it there at the time.
So here it is on Amazon. Hardcover, 16, 17, really not bad. If you're like me and you like to save a little bit of money, you come right down here. It actually says new from 781. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
Same.
All right, this one's 781, but it's 506, but it's still the lowest price with shipping. So that makes sense.
Yeah, another thing I'll show you guys real quick here. I'll send it to you, Tim.
Just use your words. I can't hear you. Oh, we didn't do that? Okay. Change the can you change the stream name?
Sure.
Oh, thought we did that already.
If you want to, while I do that, if you want to throw the video I just sent you up, it's a little music video that we made.
Where did you send this?
It's over at your WhatsApp, but it's a little music video that we made. Bitcoin Center Miami. Shout out to the Bitcoin Center Miami. They threw a little party,
Let
and
me see how I can transition
I was
to WhatsApp
like,
very safely.
very safely. And I just made a little video real quick. Shout out to them guys. They work really hard here in the crypto space. So super proud of them. Super proud of Erica. She's doing their thing. If you guys, they do have a channel,
So
and we're doing.
WhatsApp did you send it to?
Just the main one. Did you not get it? Oh, there's an exclamation mark. It's not sending. Sorry. Ooh, one moment, please.
Sometimes I have to open my WhatsApp on my phone.
Yeah, that's really strange. I don't like those dApps. But if you guys don't follow their YouTube page, they also have a YouTube channel here. It is called, I believe, Bitcoin Center Miami.
That's
Bitcoin Center Miami is their YouTube channel.
That's not the link you were looking for. That's not it.
Well,
that's not the one.
Here you go. Boom. Wow, WhatsApp actually does not like me. This is not a recommended version of communication, guys. I don't recommend WhatsApp on your computer because actually it's pretty booty. Not gonna lie.
I have Telegram on here too if you want to use Telegram.
Well, I don't want to make this stream boring, so I'm not gonna dwell on it forever. I'd rather just talk crypto. So, anyways, let's get to our next. Just kidding.
So what is this?
Just a little party, little music video we put together. That was just the after party that they threw.
Okay, give me a second here, Streamio.
Oh, you're slow today. Are you okay? You got a fever?
What is transition? What are you doing?
Doesn't like you. That's what it is.
There we go.
Love Bitcoin. I love her. Probably can't hear it. It's really low.
My volume's all the way up. Oh, it's in my headphones. Okay. Sorry.
That's funny.
Sorry.
I was just like, that's very low. I don't know why. But yeah, that was
I was trying to call out
little...
your skills on stream. You know what I mean? I was just confused for a second.
Definitely not my skills. I'll tell you that. I made sure. But yeah, that was just a little bit of our, I guess, our repeat of our weekend. Now, our next trip, let's talk about our next trip, guys. We're going to go out to Vegas. So if you guys are in Vegas, make sure to hit us up because we'll be out there. And if you're along the way, so places like Atlanta, if you're...
Did you change the stream name yet?
I'm in the process of doing that. Why don't you do it? Let me speak. Anyways, sorry, guys. So we're on our way to Vegas soon. I don't know why I said we're on our way because we're not on our way. We will be going to Vegas next month. So that's going to be at the end of October. Fingers crossed. We're making our, logistics sheets, getting everything in play. But we're going to be going out to WCC and the Litecoin Summit. So that's going to be super exciting. Can't wait for that, actually. I met a few of the Litecoin people. Actually, never met John Kim or any of them. I've seen them around. I've seen them at other conventions, but I never said, hey, what's up? What's your name? Which is cool. So to actually interact with some of these individuals, it was actually very eye-opening. Because everyone has different opinions. The more people you meet, surprisingly enough, I don't want to say the more you know, but the more you do know, but also the more characters you come across, the more differences you see people have, the more opinions. And it's actually pretty cool. So I enjoyed talking to a lot of these people. I enjoyed communicating with a lot of these people. And I guess because I did all the interview, everything kind of just made sense. But I'm on page 150. Woo, go Ryan. I'm just seeing the comments right now. But awesome, guys. Awesome. That makes sense. Okay. Go, guys. Anyways, so next up is Litecoin Summit. Or actually, no, yeah, WCC is the 29th through the 31st, the 30th. I believe. if I'm not mistaken. It's one of those two. But the Litecoin Summit, I believe, is the 28th through the 29th, if that's correct. I believe so. I think that's how it goes. But that's our next stop. And is there I think there was a page that we had pulled up here. Timmy,
Yes.
do you have a page for the Litecoin Summit?
Oh, I'm doing a thing. Gotta give me a second there, bud.
Oh, I have to give you a second. Okay, that's fine. Well, for those of you who do not know Litecoin is a lightweight version of Bitcoin. If you know what that is. If you don't, now you know. Litecoin, I believe is bitcoin.com is Litecoin's website. No. What am I talking about? Just kidding. I'm thinking of my friend Veer. Which one's Litecoin? Is it just litecoin.com, .org.io? So much freaking Bitcoin version spin-offs that you get confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say litecoin.org.
Litecoin.org. Litecoin.org.
Wow.
We got it? We got it.
Whole lot of wow going on right now, guys.
Litecoin.org.
So yes, it is litecoin.org.
Wow. TBT to when Litecoin was $128 on in that picture. That's yeah, TBT. It's funny because I bought some Litecoin the other day. Over on I bought it on eToro actually. I was because I've never actually bought Litecoin. I bought ABC before it broke off into SV and then regular cash, which was annoying.
Backwards.
I wish I had
regular
sold
cash
it.
was first, and then it broke off into ABC and SV.
Something like that.
But now
yeah,
it's not ABC anymore because SV is not BCH SV anymore. It's stupid.
Anyways,
it's still ABC on Binance though.
It is ABC on Binance.
Which is like so annoying.
It is ABC
because like
on
they
Binance.
finally pulled the trigger and like they're like,
well,
all right,
it's not
fine,
like you can
we're
use
gonna.
Binance.
Well, first of all, I can use Binance. I can't use Binance US currently, unfortunately. They're not in Florida yet, which is so silly. Like we didn't just do all that work to get a blockchain task force like elected.
I don't know. That's actually very strange as to why it's not. And didn't I read the other day that they got their bit license from New York?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I read the other day that they got their bit license in New York, but you're not operating in Florida. Like literally, what all the fucks? Like
fucks.
All of them. Like I'm like, yo, like of all the places, if I'm not mistaken, Binance bit license. If I'm not mistaken, that they got the green light from New York.
So WCC is the 29th through the 31st.
It's technically illegal in New York. Let's see.
And then
New York. There was some news
Litecoin
about
Summit
them.
is the 28th to the 29th. So
okay, so New York didn't give them the green light. What was it that I saw about New York? They gave someone the green light, or there was some news about it. Okay, so I guess New York is one of the 13 states that still remain without being okay for Binance.
Which is so
I didn't know there was
stupid.
13 states. What states are these?
There's a
Ooh.
lot.
Well, there's 13.
There's a gang of them. It's really annoying. Is anyone out there still using Binance or using the new Binance US? Because like I have referrals, like those $15 referrals that I can't like claim because I can't fully sign up. Like how annoying is that? They better not tell me like it timed out. Like I did my job.
They timed it. That would actually be very unfair.
I'll be sick.
That would be very unfair.
Nah. Nope. No.
That would not be okay.
No. I'll be sick. Very upset.
Do you think if you complain to CZ, he'll like be like, oh,
I'll have people that CZ follows complain to CZ. First of all, no.
That's funny. Yeah, but what state? Let me look that up. States is Binance US not allowed? I actually didn't know they had 13 states. I'm assuming in New York. I guess Florida. I'm assuming Hawaii, maybe Nevada.
Nothing works in Hawaii. It's so annoying. The only thing that works in Hawaii, for anybody that's out there that's Hawaiian, uphold. The only thing that works. I told
So Alabama, Alaska, Connecticut, really, Georgia. Whoa, okay.
What story is that? What
It's Cointelegraph. Yeah. So Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Louisiana, New York, North Carolina, Texas. I'm not surprised. Vermont and Washington. Why Washington? Well then, interesting. Why? I'm trying to figure out some of these states. Like I'm trying to figure out why have I not been up to date with news with Alabama? So to be fair, I know a lot of some of these states. It kind of I'm trying to find some correlation. Louisiana, haven't really heard too much with Louisiana. North Carolina, Texas. So Texas, New York, Hawaii. I'm not surprised as to why they're not working because that's 8. No, I'm lying. I'm not surprised that they're not working just because of all the stuff that they require and all the, gibberish.
Alaska makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't understand Alaska.
There's nothing to do there anyway. You might as well let people trade cryptocurrency. You get paid to live in Alaska, so that just makes no sense whatsoever.
I need to go to Alaska. They're the most stable state in technicality, but I would literally freeze. Like 1/16 of my year would be warm, which is a little upsetting, but it's beautiful.
If that, depending on which part of Alaska's huge. Jesus Christ, Alaska's humongous.
Well, it was like 90 degrees the other day. For some, I don't know why.
Yeah, which part?
Let me look.
Like the southernmost tip of Alaska?
Maybe, but it shouldn't get 90 degrees up there anyways. It should never be 90 degrees in Alaska. 90 degrees.
Just Florida makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense that they're not on there. Like, that's just absurd to me.
Anchorage, Alaska. Where is that? Where is Anchorage, Alaska?
Anchorage? That's like their main port for
Anchorage. Anchorage, Alaska. That's pretty up there. That's
see you
not.
soon, Ryan.
That's like mid-state.
Oh, Ryan said he had a signed copy. That's fire. He's a nice guy.
Oh man, I wish I was as cool as Ryan.
I remember when LTC was $1.47.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, so if it gets 90 degrees in mid Alaska, I'm actually not upset about that. But anyways, guys,
that's that global warming because that's not supposed to.
Global warming.
I don't think that's how Alaska's supposed to work.
No,
right now.
No. It's definitely not supposed to work that way. It's pretty up north. But yeah, so I think that's really interesting. I hope Binance gets that situated because that kind of sucks. I mean, so here's the thing, right? I like Binance so much as an exchange just because they're pretty cool. They're pretty good. Even though they've been kind of tapped recently a few times, they've upheld their customer service. They've upheld their currency. It hasn't been a Mt. Gox situation or what's another one?
It would be hard for anybody to be a Mt. Gox situation. That was the first and almost the worst. That was bad.
Yeah. It wasn't no Maple Exchange.
And it's still bad to this day. Maple Exchange, that was a smaller one.
Well, it was a smaller one, but
listen, here's what you gotta understand. Before there were all these other cryptocurrency exchanges or whatever,
right.
there was literally there was Mt. Gox.
Right. No, I know.
And so for the longest time, there was a few, but it was like Mt. Gox was the one that people went to. So for that to get hacked, really was horrible for crypto. That made the prices and then with the payouts they're still doing, I don't know if they're still doing them, but with the payouts that they were doing, the price would just dump. It was just such a thing. I'm pretty sure they still do that. I'm pretty sure they still have to sell off stuff to pay people back and whatnot.
Most likely. I mean, so at least they're technically paying people back. A lot of exchanges cannot.
It's destroying crypto.
It is disruptive. It is disruptive.
It's really bad. So
it's destroying the ecosystem.
That one still is it stings to this day for people like me who have known about Bitcoin for a really long time and whenever I would get curious back in the day, when I actually wasn't investing or keeping up, if I wanted to check the prices, I would just type in Mt. Gox and it would tell me the prices of Bitcoin or whatever.
Cool.
And I'd have a mini heart attack and then I go back to forgetting about it for a few months because I'm just the price, it went up so much. Why didn't I buy?
What did I buy?
So
Yeah, no, I believe you. But anyways.
So did you know the app Pay that I've been using? I finally got my my
Payout.
first
Yes,
payout.
yes. So if you guys don't have this app, let me tell you about this app real quick. It's one of the probably handful of apps that actually work that you can get in the crypto space that you can connect to a card and it'll pay you out in Bitcoin.
Sure will.
Pay PEI. So this app essentially you connect it to either a debit or a credit card. You go to the store.
That's not the one I
You
wanted.
pay with your app. Or no, you don't pay with your app. Sorry, you pay with your card. Because it's linked to this app, every transaction gives you a certain percentage back. You get a percentage back until you're able to cash out your percentage. I think you said you had like 3 referrals and some stuff that you've like done. You got like $15 in like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of places
only,
you can go to.
And realistically, only 2 weeks because I forgot to like actually check. Like I would get the notifications like, oh, you got your points, whatever. But like I
Right.
forgot to check. Like, okay, now I can actually withdraw. No questions, no nothing. Boom. Here's your money. Do you want it on PayPal? This, that, whatever. And then you just that's it.
Yeah, no, it's
So-
pretty cool. I mean, that one.
I'm gonna put a referral thing in the chat, and then that way whoever is watching or whatever that wants to like sign up with it, you get. I think they dropped it down to $2.50 right off the bat.
Well, that's rude.
A little bit. It used to be $5, but still, it's free money, and then you'll sign up and you'll get a referral code too, and then you tell all your friends about it, and then it's literally free money. So I'm gonna put together like a list of like all the free money that I found so far in like crypto.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few of them out there. There's between this one and
Coinbase
there's also
Earn
Lolly
and,
if you
like-
shop online.
and you can use Pay and Lolly together. How cool is that? Because
I didn't even use them together.
Lolly's a browser
Oh.
extension,
Oh,
right?
true.
So it always works whenever you're using your browser.
Right.
So if in the browser you pay with the card that's
Right.
linked to Pay, boom, double points.
Woo,
How sick!
woo. That's
How
cool.
sick, yeah. All right,
That's
so
cool.
there's that. Like I said, I'll put like
Free money, guys. Don't forget to get your free money. And if
For
you haven't
sure.
signed up for Binance.us, I believe probably he has a referral code for that. And I think you get, do you?
one of us will have a referral code for that. We'll figure it out.
Is that I understand you get 15, but does the other person?
Everyone gets
So
15.
both of you guys get 15.
Yep.
So don't sign up. So honestly, if you sign up for anything ever, make sure you find a referral code first because
Facts.
usually
works out better.
you get a better turnout by getting a referral code from someone versus just signing up for yourself because
Mm-hmm.
you're already there. They're like, oh, we have your business. We're not going to give you anything. If somebody saw a referral code, they're like, oh, ooh, I have money.
Real quick, look at all these businesses that like you already use. They have Lyft and Uber. So anytime you swipe for Lyft or Uber, boom, it counts. How often do you go to Target?
I go to Target all the time.
It counts. Do you get coffee at Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks sometimes?
Usually.
It counts.
Usually.
Like Taco Bell, Chipotle, if you're in that kind of mood, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out, Petco, Trader Joe, like all these different places. You want to watch a movie? It counts. Like,
True. No, it works. And it's something that's kind of just running on the back end. It's not something that, you have to pay attention to.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything. You just connect it to your card, just like anything else, and just swipe. It'll pay you out. Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
super sick.
Super sick. Yeah, but a lot of cool things. A lot of cool apps out there. Just 2 of the ones that we personally like.
Oh, and they're gonna start accepting start supporting other cryptocurrencies
Cool.
as their
Besides Bitcoin,
as their network grows.
Ooh.
That's nifty.
that is nifty.
Wow.
Wow. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So let's talk about real quick price of Bitcoin because that's a super hot topic. So I read an article today saying Bitcoin crashed.
What's
now
up,
what?
Alex? I see
And
you in the chat.
it was written by Forbes, I believe. And it drives me nuts every time they do that, as if they don't know, as if it really crashed, as if it wasn't $2,000 back in like January, February. I'm just like, did it really crash? Did it really? Is it going to zero? And it's funny because crypto Twitter was trolling it. They're like, oh, we're out now, guys. Peace out. Whatever. But let's pull up the current price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin price. Okay, so right now Bitcoin on average is going for a little under $8,000, so $7,989 roughly between conglomerate indices depending on where you're looking at. So this is the lowest Bitcoin's been in a while. So this What's wrong?
Why is it not letting me post links in the chat? What on earth? You listen here, bot. You don't stop me from living my life. What on earth?
So this is the lowest Bitcoin's been in a while. Lots of red. We're seeing the market bleed out right now. Is this alarming? Maybe not. Not really. What's happening right now is that people are dumping. Obviously, we're catching whales that are dumping their crypto. It's been seen, across a few platforms. And what happens is when you dump a lot at a time, the prices drop. That's normal. So between that and, market volatility, we've been seeing stagnant growth. Usually when I see stagnant growth or the growth on a downward trend, historically in the past, we've seen where Bitcoin gets to a certain point, right? I called it back, when was it? When Bitcoin almost hit 14,000. And when I didn't see it hit that, and I just saw a huge red candle, like yay big, where it dropped like a couple $100, I was like, oh, this is it. We're not going up no more. Since that day, Bitcoin has not passed that threshold. That peak point that it hit that day has not gone past that, because it's a very familiar scenario that happened back in November. You have that little run, but it's not time for Bitcoin to actually run because we're not at that, date point in time yet. We know this. And because you see that little run, usually after a while, the market gets stagnant. After people feel like they have made a sufficient amount of money, they pull out, Bitcoin drops. We've seen it. Right now, Tim's pulling up a chart here. Look at that wonderful chart. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful chart? Look at that chart. So I'm sure a lot of people were crying when it hit that big red candle. But, personally, as somebody who holds, I'm not upset. I'm just waiting for the actual run to come around because I knew this wasn't it. I knew Bitcoin wasn't going up for probably later on this year, next year sometime after our 4th year happens. Right?
Oh. I forgot to tell everyone the cool part about pay. My bad. But you're talking about price. No, check me out. No, because you're talking about price, right?
Okay.
So how I earned the $15 with them, right? Mm-hmm. So before you cash out, it stays at a dollar amount, right?
Okay.
So I didn't cash out until after this little flash crash. So the $15 that would have been $15 up here and then $10 down here, it's still $15 down here.
Oh, so they keep it at
They keep it at the USD equivalent until you actually withdraw. It doesn't fluctuate with the prices until you actually have it as Bitcoin.
Okay.
And there's no wallet that they have. It's just, okay, here's your $15, put in your wallet address, boom. 20 minutes later I saw it because there was a lot happening that day.
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's neat. So that's just some stability.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to this whole price situation. Price. I'm just kidding, guys. Back to this whole price situation. As we can see, if you want to zoom into today, my wonderful weatherman.
Sort of. Here's today.
Zoom in
this general area.
Make it bigger. Make it bigger for the people.
Oh, well, I was gonna talk about this chart, and it requires not being all the way zoomed in. What do you want? A 15-minute chart? A little baby?
Sure. Oh, look, it I was right by my head. So, wow, look at that. That's sad. That makes me sad. So again, a couple factors that contributed to this, as we saw. It makes me sad, a little sad. Anyways, a couple factors that contributed to this, as we saw, whether it was dumping of cryptocurrencies by a couple whales that were caught, which usually massive sell-offs. That's what this leads to. That is, I don't want to say the sole factor. Of course, we've been seeing kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Consolidation in the charts for the past few days. If you look at it, it's been going on a downward trend. If you've been looking at the 15-minute chart, it's been continuously going on a downward trend. After that, that's a red flag, because what's going to happen is after it goes below a certain point, the big ballers who invested, yay amount, that feel like, okay, well, I've earned enough, it's going too low, it's not going to go back up, they're going to sell off automatically. No, that's typically usually what happens. That's what a lot of them do, and they wait for the price to plummet again. They'll buy back in if they feel like it's taken enough of a dive. Do I think that it's going to go lower than this? Maybe.
Let's talk about a couple things.
Go ahead.
So first of all, all of this could have been avoided if you're actively if you're just holding. You know what I'm saying? If you got your hodl goggles on, just keep holding. Okay, don't worry about it. All of this could have been avoided. Why did this happen? Why did these past couple days, these past couple months look at all how it looked? Right. Let's talk about that for a second. So we are technically in the beginning of a bull run, right? This is a 4-hour chart, and if it looks crazy, it's really not. Okay. I have one indicator that I use besides volume. Volume's always there because it's just there. But I have one indicator that I use: HE clouds. Obviously, I'm the weatherman. That's where I got the whole weatherman shtick from. I use HE clouds. Okay, above green, you're good. Below green or below red, get out. Okay. The charts don't lie. If you do nothing else and you want to trade and you just follow the HE cloud, you would have saved yourself a lot of heartbreak. Would you potentially have lost maybe a little money if you're not like perfect spot on? Yes. But if you follow the cloud, you do what the cloud tells you to do, and you have the settings right for crypto, you should be fine. Okay. The settings that I use for my HE cloud, if you want to write this down, is 20, 30, 120, and 60, because crypto's 24/7 but slow on Sundays. So 20, 30, 120, and 60. Very easy. When you're looking for the indicator, you go to your indicators up here. You just type in ICHI, and you'll see Ichimoku. Use that, put in the settings. You can take off some of these trailing lines and some of the other stuff that you don't need, but mostly what you just need is these green and these red clouds here. Now, with that being said, what actually triggered this? What are the facts? What do we know? We know that BAC launched.
We do know that BAC launched. Very sad launch, by the way.
Well, so it was a sad launch because on the day that they launched, the prices were normal. Then the price started going down. Do institutions want to pay the normal price, or do institutions want to pay a cheaper price?
Of course they want to pay a cheaper price.
I would say there might have been some hands involved in getting the price to a little bit of a lower level where institutions felt more comfortable getting into the game.
Perhaps.
I would say there's a lot of signs that point to that as I don't want to call it empirical evidence, but it's pretty good evidence that there was a little bit of
perhaps sounds like a little bit of
manipulation
market manipulation going on there,
which is nothing we haven't seen before in crypto. You know,
of course not.
Like that meme that you were talking about earlier. You know, like what happened, or what is it when the price drops like 50% on Bitcoin or whatever Tuesday?
It's Tuesday,
like
or Wednesday or Thursday or any other day of the week. You know,
or whatever day. But the point being is that these are things that we see all the time. This is nothing crazy. This is nothing new. You know what I mean?
Nope.
If this is what it takes, a little drop like this, a little baby drop, this is what it takes for the institutions to actually get in, put some real money in, and then start this next leg of this bull run, I'm all right with that. I have no problem with that. So I mean, just take it how it is. You know, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. But if we do, like, let's do this. Let's take this chart out even further and look at a daily chart. Like I keep saying, these two little sections right here look very similar to each other. This is a ghastly drop compared to this over here, but these look very similar to each other. So if we assume that this rise right here would be something that kind of coincides with, I don't know, this rise over here, we still have a ways up to go. Like, imagine you were holding from down here, okay, and the price starts going up and everything is great, and then it breaks down over here. The news would have been talking about the exact same thing, like, oh, everything is bad, blah, 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 whatever, watch out.
Well, that's what always happens. Everyone always says, oh, well, the market crashed. Oh, well, the market crashed. The market hasn't actually crashed. It's just doing what it's doing. So if you think about how fast we went from 2,000 to 13, almost 14,000 in that a period of time, that's what makes cryptocurrency popular, because it's so volatile, but actually it needs to correct itself, which is why we've been seeing a consistent downward trends. So in addition to correcting itself, Tim pointed out, it could be market manipulation. We did see that there was a whale dumping recently that dumped, a whole lot on the market. So there's certain things that point out as to why this is happening. But because it's happening and because there's active movement, that doesn't mean that it's stagnant. That doesn't mean that it's crashed. That means that there's hope for future movement. That's all that means to me anyways, which is why personally I hold in these situations. Trading is stressful, to be completely honest. Trading is stressful. It is stressful because you don't know when one of these things are just going to say, oh, I'm going to pop up. Like, sure, you can follow like indicators and you can follow this and the third, but if you don't know when a whale is going to say, oh, well, I'm just going to dump now. Boop. like you actually don't know when that's going to happen. Those are things that you cannot predict, which is why a lot of people don't like to trade cryptocurrency, because it's so volatile, and because that's why a lot of governments impose laws and this, that, and the third on it, because it's so volatile, and it may harm their people because they're not used to this environment, and you don't know what can happen in this environment. So that's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah, hopefully we'll see more green action soon. I do think it's going to continue to go down just a little more. Right now people are scared, which is usually what happens when there's a huge dump. People get afraid. They start pulling out. They start some start buying more. I'm not gonna lie. Some do start buying more. Some start pulling out. Some people kind of just don't do anything, and that doesn't do anything for the market. The market just kind of stays, which is kind of why we need active traders to actually move the price around. But here we are. It's a new day.
So
we went to 2000 at one point in time. Don't forget. It could be worse. If
we're following the rules exactly as they are, according to this chart in front of us, it's not time to get back in yet. If you're not in, if you already got out, the chart currently is telling you to stay out. That's not financial advice. That's just looking at math and previous price action. So that's on a daily. I typically will use a 4-hour chart.
4-hour chart. I like the 4-hour and the 45 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but the 4-hour and the 45-minute charts usually tell me the best information. They correlate very well. 15 minutes, it's a little tight, but it could also give you some, valuable information.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, even on the 4-hour chart, it's still saying no.
Yeah, for the 4-hour chart, Tim said, he used the little Ichi clouds. You can see there's still a red cloud forming on its way out.
Even on the 45, yeah.
There's a red cloud forming on the way out. It's not a good time to get in. I'm sure there's other multiple indicators you guys can look at that can tell you that it's not the time to get back in. I want to say out of all the indicators, that was probably the most, I don't want to say it's the easiest to read, but it's the one that makes the most sense.
So really the type of indicator that you should be using really depends on your trading style.
Right.
For someone like me who just wants to kind of see, is it a good time to get in or is it a good time to get out? This will do you fine. Then you have more complicated stuff like stock to flow charts, which that kind of projects like a longer term. The stock to flow chart looks great for Bitcoin regardless of any of these ups or downs, right? If you're looking at a stock to flow chart deciding if you're a big institution and you're trying to decide whether or not you should get in, you should get in based on that. There's so many other really exotic indicators that work really well. But for me personally, as the Bitcoin weatherman, this is where I live. I live on the Ichi cloud. So there's that.
Ron Paul is going to be at the Litecoin Summit.
He sure is. I think he's headlining it or something like that.
Really?
I think I saw some. I think CCN is the one that has that as their backdrop right now. They did. Hold on, it's here somewhere. Yeah, it's a headline.
Interesting. Cool. So you guys heard it here first. Well, probably not here first, but you heard it here from my mouth first. Ron Paul will be an advocate at the Litecoin Summit over in Vegas.
CCN's already a day ahead.
That's cool.
Where y'all at?
A day ahead? Yeah, it's definitely the 26th. That's the 27th, right? Except everything's dated the 26th. That's actually really funny. LOL CCN. Maybe they are a day ahead. Where are they? Where are they based out of? Like in China or something?
Not sure. They used to mostly just be about crypto, and now they kind of just talk about whatever.
I want to say they talk about mostly anything that has to do with tech, really, which isn't bad. You know?
Oh, see this? Look at this. I'm telling you, people, me and
market manipulation. That's not an invalid assumption.
Buy the dip in this chip stock.
That's not an invalid assumption. I mean, so when Bakkt launched, honestly, I didn't really nothing. I saw more memes about how it was a snooze fest than anything. It was very unimpressive. I feel because they waited so long.
First Bitcoin, now WeWork. Is this guy the worst investor ever? What?
Hello, where's Tim?
Hey, hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi, we're on air. Say hi to the people.
We've been live this whole time?
We've been live this whole time.
Oh, man.
Did you know that? I know, right? Wow. Can you guys believe this guy? Anyways,
You should believe everything I say.
you're terrible. You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. But yeah, if you guys have any, question, comments, concerns, feelings about anything, want to start a little conversation, banter between us, feel free to drop it in the chat. I always like to hear what you guys have to say about these upcoming topics.
Feel free also to definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm a really cool guy.
Twitter.
Look at that. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy. There's me there. So go ahead and do that. That's perfect.
Anyways, besides social media, if you guys are in the Miami area, just a quick thing here. We do VR events in the Miami area at the Bitcoin Center in Miami. We actually are setting up an office there. We're in the process of getting an office out of the center, which is actually really exciting. We'll be in Miami more often. So if you guys live in the Miami area, or if you ever go down to Miami for events, make sure to check out our VR event. Tim has it pulled up here on the screen. It's VR game night. We're actually going to have a few, I want to say, interesting people come out. One of them is, do we have the cards on here?
Do we want to spoil any of the real surprises?
Oh, I want to show them the cards. So we met this gaming company.
We talked to Splinterlands.
At the
who used to be they used to be called Steam Monsters, and they gave us this is like half of the stack that they had to give away that day.
Really?
Each of these is worth a $10 set of like cards online or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not that you keep like a whole set or whatever. Like each person that comes, like we'll give them one.
Well,
of these.
right.
And so
that's so cool. So we have all these cards, guys, to like honestly give out. Each one is worth, like Tim said, like about $10. Easily, like, look at this. This is a pretty thick, set of cards. But they actually want to be with us live on the game night, teaching people how to do this. So it's actually gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really, really cool. I mean, sure, we can stream it into VR and you guys can join it on VR, but honestly, it's really worth being there in person with the experience. If you can come out, that is. I don't know where you guys are located, but if you are in the Miami area, feel free to come out to our game night. I believe that's gonna probably be next Friday. This Friday, we had a game dev coming out.
Listen, I don't want to spoil any surprises, but it's gonna be.
And he's pretty big.
It's gonna be.
He's pretty
cool.
big. Like, he made one of the bigger VR games.
And not just like a big VR game for computer or whatever. Not to knock any computer VR games, but this is for a major console.
Yeah, for PlayStation.
This is a PS4 VR game.
Yeah, so it's a PS4 VR game. He created it. He's gonna come out with his PS4 and everything. He's gonna come out with his whole setup. I'm actually really excited for that. I'm excited to do that. He just so happens to live in Miami.
So not to spoil any cool surprises, but we know a couple people do a couple things.
You're stupid. But yeah, guys, if you guys ever want to come out to one of the Miami VR meetups, they're really cool.
Just hit us up.
Lots of stuff to do there.
Hit us up.
Boom, there's
my
your deck of
Twitter, the
cards.
Bits and Tokens Twitter, Annalise's Twitter.
So there's a meetup site, if I'm not mistaken.
There is. The chat was not letting me put links in, which I need to talk to our bot about that because that's crazy. But
okay.
There
But
is a meetup
if you guys ever go to the meetup for the Bitcoin Center in Miami, the meetups are there. They're all posted. I guess we'll figure out how to adjust this because it's being weird. But look out for our socials, and we'll put some links on there, like Twitter. Mostly Twitter, honestly.
It's on Twitter
Mostly
and Facebook
Twitter.
basically right
Twitter,
now.
Twitter and Facebook. That's our main domain. Haha. Anyways, so for the most part, that is what I have to say about cryptocurrency. Do you have anything you want to say, Tim?
That's it from my end of the party. Again, just shout out to Coinvention.
Shout out to Coinvention, cool people. And if you guys are in Vegas, make sure to let us know. We're going to be having a meetup in Georgia. So if you guys are in the Georgia area, make sure to let us know. And we may have a meetup in Texas. So if you're in the Texas area, please let us know because maybe we will come to your town. You never know. You never know. So, without any further ado, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, share this live stream. We love you guys. We love your support. And we want to bring more content to you. So, please feel free to help our cause. We love you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys next time on Bits